This is Doug Farragut inviting you to join me with Lesson 12 in our Manx Radio course, Abbyr Shen. This is the final lesson, and Abbyr Shen, as you remember, means say that, and I hope you will say that, especially if you have the cassettes and the book at home with you. And it's an introduction, I must stress, an introduction to our Manx Gaelic language. The show Dúlis Caracha Quirashu Lesun Deyeg. Ons nen Gursek Radio Vannen Abbyr Shen. Fosla den Glegilgach Ingen. As the show Lesun Stjerry. Now, Lesun Deyeg, lesson 12, is revision. Mostly, and I'm not going to say things slowly and at normal speed, at least at the beginning of this lesson. The lesson is called Jin Shen Reissued. Jin Shen Reissued, do that again. And the lesson goes over the main points in lessons 7 to 11. And in those lessons we looked at, first of all, how to express likes and dislikes. Smailiam lun, I like beer. Hamailiam ushje, I don't like water. Bevailiat cafe, bevailiam, would you like coffee? Yes. Ha bevailiam golgus saustan, I wouldn't like to go to England. Eliam de vela yindasach, I think it's wonderful. Hanela fuse on veg, it's worthless. Sheliam pertna hinja na Ballyacashjo. I prefer Peel to Castletown. Burley Goldavalianish. She'd prefer to go home now. And we learned how to ask and answer questions about travel. Canachren Shuchit dus Manin. How did you come to Man, or how did you come to the Isle of Man? Ren mi chit er in Etlan. I came on the plane. Renshin Shawlye, we sailed. Renu Getlach, Haren. Did you fly? No. Nach Reni Chit Eraveda, Ren. Didn't she come on the boat? Yes. Jinu Goller Varus, Hadjinum. Will you go on the bus? No. Tashin Gol Gusrunas Vinish. We're going to Runnelsway now. Cod tan tegad costal. Dare Fontas died. How much does the ticket cost? £42. Falulal tegad golas chit. Te masalio. Do you want a return ticket? Yes, please. We learned how to give orders. Corade. Give it to him. Loa Gilgnish. Speak Manx now. Abbyr Shen Reissued, say that again. Faushu na Lioran, get the books. Jin lot them all, speak slowly. We learned how to talk about people's occupations. Cretan obered, what's your job? Schiffer inzi mish, I'm a teacher. Tamima inzi, I'm a teacher. She Ben Inzi ish, she's a teacher. Tina Ben Inzi, she's a teacher. They're just different ways of saying the same thing. One referring to male and another female. Schiffer Lee Eshen, he's a doctor. A Fur Lee is a male doctor. Tina Lee, he's a doctor. She Ben Lee Vish, she was a doctor. Ben Lee means a female doctor. Vina Ben Lee, she was a doctor. Rawa na Obrenach, Harau. Was he a mechanic? No. Ne studeros, she. Are you a student? Yes. And we learned about some simple nationalities. Ne mananach Eshen, she. Is he Manx? Yes. Ne Sarsniad, Hane. Are the English people? No. Tena Vretnach. He's a Welshman. Oh, he's Welsh. She Yernachish. She's Irish. Ne Albanach version. She. Was he a Scotsman? Yes. We also learned a bit about how to express things happening in the future. Bim Koshilire. I'll be visiting him. Abbyr Shen. She won't be there. In other words, she won't be in. Bios on Shorjasan? Be. Will you be here on Saturday? Yes. Biachit? Habi. Will he be coming? No. Nim Shen? I'll do that. Nim Clash Jenna? I'll hear it. Hajina Gul? He won't go. Jinu Chit? Nim. Will you come? Yes. Jina Golnish? Hajin. Will he go now? No. Nach Jina Lord Gilg? Nay. Won't he speak Manx? Yes. And we learned something about how to talk about things to do. Cre nimad noch. What'll we do tonight? Nimad jichen a chaluish. We'll watch television. Nimad golmach shul. We'll go out walking. Bia clay stebben. He'll be playing darts. Jinu golgas a tai clee. Nim. Will you go to the theatre? Yes. Bima jinu kjoljacht. We will be making music. And we have a new word there, kjoljacht, which is one of the words for music. It really means music making. And the other word for music is kjol, Kiaull. Bimad Satai Lana or Bimad Satai Lanya, we'll be in the pub. Literally, we'll be in the ale house. And then we learn the days of the week. Nimad Tanachten Stai Jaduni. We'll stay in on Sunday. Bios on Shen Jalun. B. Will you be there on Monday? Yes. Hajinam Faganu Jamert. I won't see you on Tuesday. Bim on Stoolish Jikreden. I'll be in Douglas on Wednesday. Biachit Jadain. He'll be coming on Thursday. Habijuan Satai Jehenia. John or Juan won't be in the house on Friday. Nimfaganu Jasan. I'll see you on Saturday. And then we covered how to say you would be. Weiden on Shen Nish. I'd be there now. Habeiden Satai. I wouldn't be in the house. Vecher on Sputnehinja. He'd be in Peel. Habechir Veda. She wouldn't be on the boat. Vekshin Gul Geshen Jalun. We'd be going there on Monday. Bechu Fagani. Weiden. Would you be seeing her? Yes. Bechu Klashten. Oh. Habech. Would he be hearing you? No. And then we had some special expressions like Nimad Koshilirari Merach. We'll visit her tomorrow. In other words, we'll put a sight on her tomorrow. A new word for you there is Merach, which means tomorrow. Renshin Professor J. We sent for him yesterday. In other words, we put knowledge on him yesterday. And another new word there is J, Jea, J, which means yesterday. Tika Graide. She loves him. Gauaren. Sing. Vamigoil Yindus. I was amazed. Vechigoil Boga. She'd be glad. In other words, she'd be taking joy. And then we learn how to say we own something. Quay/Shaw. Whose is this? Te Liams. It's mine. Literally, it's with me. Tan tai linan, the house is ours. Be a better lesson, the boat will belong to him. And then we learned how to start and finish letters. Chara, which means dear sir, dear madam, dear miss, dear ms, etc. And it literally means dear friend or friend. Charavin is dear friend. Liats de Firinyach, yours truly. And of course there are many, many other letter endings which are not mentioned in this course, which, as I've so often said, is purely an introduction to the language. We learned how to compare things. That Dúlis na smú na Romsey. Douglas is bigger than Ramsay. Ve na Shen na Shen. He was better than that. To Sawston na Slew na Canada. England is smaller than Canada. Hanella ha Olka Sheden. It's not as bad as that. Tammy Smunyachten the Valley na Shinna na Us. I think that she's older than you. And we mentioned that Drach, meaning bad, and Shan, meaning old, come first. Instead of following the noun, Tashin ons Drach stead. We're in a bad way. Koi a Shedden Dunya. Who's the old man? Now, before the final collotus conversation, we have just a few more new words. A tui, the north. A jas, the south. Fodder, far. Smunny, think. Smunny, shedden, think of that, which really means think on that. We don't think of things in Manx, we think on them. Elia, other. Cheer, country. A cheer Elia, the other country. Fogel, a word. Fogel, a word. Unogle, one word. Unogle, one word. Naber, don't say. Naber, don't say. It strictly should be nach aber. A jera means the end. A chush means the affair. It also means a conversation or a chat. And you've often heard older Manx people saying they had a good cush, a good chat. Now for our final collotus or conversation, we have those two old pals again, Dúlis and Johan. Dúlis says, Kirad tau kunda je Dúlis, wanya. And that Dúlis there means the town of Douglas. What do you think of Douglas? Yes, sir. Whack, whatever you like to say. Ewan says, my, the lure. All right. Ach shell yam Romsey. But I prefer Ramsay. Smile yam a tui. The yindasach nach vel. I like the north. It's wonderful, isn't it? And Dúlis says, Hanel wanya. Or Hanel gonya. Tanjas for the share. Douglas or Dúlis says, no, boy. The south is far better. Smunny Crenesh as a keelis, as a cheer Elier a jas. Think of Cregnish and the Sound, and the other countryside in the south. And Ewan says, Naber on ogle. Don't say a word. Tamish Kergraid and Tui, as Shen and Jera Jinkush. I love the north, and that's the end of the matter. And Dúlis says, Shen and Achwanya, that's the way, boy. Be fairchnish. Be quiet now. Velulal joch Elia. Do you want another drink? And Ewan says, Tay, masalt. Yes, please. Dulwich says, Crib of Iliad, what do you want? And Ewan says, Lun, Masalt. And now that we've come to the end of these 12 introductory lessons about Manx Gaelic, I'd just like to say a few words about the language itself and why you should study it or even try to master it. Point number one, Manx is not just the language of a little wet, windswept island in the Irish Sea. It's only a variation on a language which is spoken every day by hundreds of thousands of people from Sutherland in the north of Scotland to County Kerry in the southeast of Ireland, and all three dialects of Gaelic are mutually understandable. And I myself have worked in a Gaelic-speaking area of Scotland and used nothing but Manx when talking to the local people. And they spoke to me in their own Scottish Gaelic, or as they call it, Gaelic. And another point, why should we learn Manx when so few people speak it? Well, there are many more Manx speakers than you might imagine. Some of them are, of course, more fluent than others. Speaking Manx changes one's outlook completely about the Isle of Man and its status in the world. It changes you into a complete Manxman or Manxwoman, no matter where your birthplace or your origin. And another point, a knowledge of Manx, however rudimentary, is the key to almost all our place names and personal names. And instead of being a meaningless jumble of letters, farm names, people's names, suddenly all mean something when you know Manx Gaelic. If you say driving along in the car and you see written on a farm gate, Kionslieu, you immediately know it means Kionslieu, the end of the mountain, even if, as is most likely, the Manx name is not spelled properly. And if you want to continue with your Manx after you've listened to this broadcast course or bought the cassettes and the booklet, then contact the Manx Gaelic Society at Taina Gilge, St. Jude's, where you'll get all the help you need. Eich vaieru as freely bro. Good luck to you, and keep it alive, as my generation was implored by the last few native speakers.